Let me welcome you to my channel. Before we begin the video, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and like this post. Relying on a former, even though he is serving a 12.5-year term, Josh Duggar is still in the news. Supposedly, he's doing rather well behind bars. The Texas facility, FCI Seawald, is where the 36-year-old is now doing his time. On the other hand, fresh information suggests that Josh might be in hot water once again. Read on to find out the reason for it. An insider has said that Josh is receiving preferential treatment while inside. The former Counting on star reportedly has new living quarters that meet all of his requirements after a room makeover. The informant went on to say that Josh is now more at ease because he has equipment like washers and dryers. There have been rumors that he is residing in a special honors dorm, a cell reserved for inmates who have jobs or other obligations outside of prison. Additionally, the convicts are required to sign a code of behavior in order to remain residing in the particular chamber, according to the source. Someone on Reddit recently said that they routinely visit the jail where Josh Duggar is incarcerated to view a prisoner. Building 6 was being shook down again, according to the prisoner they were seeing. The honors dorm is in Building 6, and it seems that Josh Duggar was once again engaged in some illicit activities while incarcerated there. The former Counting on star was reportedly found in possession of a counterfeit phone. The Reddit user elaborated by saying that inmates still have access to full internet and a plethora of mobile phones. The idea that Pest was at blame is not completely out of the ordinary. The rules don't apply to me, he thinks. Oh my goodness, there's no way he'll be able to avoid the Duggars for much longer if he keeps having his sentence extended. Honestly, I just think it sounds like corruption that Pest is only living in an honors dorm because of his status as a star. In order to enter a federal prison, visitors must pass rigorous screening procedures. Additionally, a metal detector, drug detecting gadget, or dog may be present. Another option is to do a physical pat-down. Contraband items such as narcotics, phones, and other illegal items are often not brought in by guests. It is more probable that employees will bring them in or that drones will drop them. Josh Duggar was seen earlier this month sporting shoes and sunglasses as he strolled around the grounds of FCI Seawald. An insider said that wearing such items while incarcerated is comparable to enjoying a luxury. Many were shocked to see the Counting on star trimmed down, although it's unknown where he obtained his shoes and sunglasses. Others have speculated that, despite his ostentatious attire, he seems unconcerned with the plight of the other prisoners in his vicinity. When it comes to reality TV, the Duggar family is one of the most famous and beloved families in history. Triumphs, tragedies, and controversies have defined the family's path from their humble Arkansas birthplace to worldwide celebrity. But no story has shook the Duggar family more than that of Josh, the oldest brother, whose legal problems have brought shame to an otherwise illustrious lineage. Josh is now serving a long term for child pornography charges at Seawald Federal Correctional Institution. Rumors have it that a prison lockdown has added another twist to the story and created new mystery. Earlier last month, Josh Duggar's cell block reportedly went under lockdown, according to rumors circulating among prison insiders. Although the BOP has not provided any information, these kinds of actions usually mean that there are major security concerns. Anything from the discovery of contraband to fights among convicts or dangers to the safety of staff might trigger a lockdown. Tensions may rise rapidly at Seawald, a medium-security prison notorious for hosting sex offenders. Many people have their own ideas as to what triggered the lockdown. Uncertainty surrounds whether Josh had any involvement with the discovery of an illegal smartphone near his apartment. However, one unconfirmed source did say it. Everyone in the cell block was put on lockdown as a precautionary measure after an argument between convicts, according to another story. No matter what happened, the public is once again curious in the fallen reality star's condition in prison. Many have been curious about and fascinated by Josh Duggar's adaptation to jail life since his arrest. In Seawald, he finds himself in the company of other convicts with comparable convictions, which may make for an interesting and even dangerous atmosphere. Those who have served their time and their families have described the prison as a nightmare, complete with overcrowding, a lack of supplies, and a strict hierarchy that dictates how convicts interact with one another. Living in Seagoville is probably quite different from the privileged life Josh had before. Instead of living at the expansive Duggar family property, he now resides in a cramped shared cell with just the most rudimentary facilities. Everyone pitches in for the dinner, and everyone has certain times to relax. But according to other reports, he has kept a quiet profile up to this point, staying out of trouble and following the regulations set down by the organization. The Duggar family in Arkansas has been unusually silent over Josh's current situation. After their son's imprisonment, Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar made public remarks defending him, but now they've mostly avoided the spotlight. Instead of addressing the issue surrounding Josh, their once active social media presence has been noticeably reduced, with postings concentrating on family milestones and faith-based messaging. Different Duggar siblings have also taken different tacks. Duggar sisters Jill Duggar Dillard and Jinger Duggar Vuolo are among others who have openly separated from Josh, focusing instead on their own faith and recovery journeys and speaking out for abuse victims. Some, like Jeremiah and Jedidiah Duggar, have opted to stay silent while they tend to their growing families and professions. The mystery surrounding Anna Duggar, Josh's wife, persists. She was a constant rock throughout his trial, but after his punishment, she has avoided the limelight. Some say she's conflicted about being loyal to her spouse, while others say she wants to shield their 7 children from the spotlight. When she does make an appearance on social media, it usually starts a controversy between her admirers and detractors, with some wondering why she's stuck with Josh and others feeling bad for her. As the lockdown event shows, the Duggar family is deeply divided. The family, who were formerly bound together by their conservative beliefs and religious beliefs, has now found themselves divided as they try to recover from Josh's wrongdoing. The controversy has caused many people to face a difficult confrontation with the values they were brought up to defend, as well as a crisis of identity stemming from a sense of personal betrayal. The Duggar family has come to rely on Johannah Duggar more and more as a rock for her younger siblings. On the other hand, another major player in the family story, Jessa Seewald, has been writing about her own family and, on occasion, touching on bigger ideas like grace and forgiveness without mentioning Josh by name. As a result of the siblings' own journeys through the upheaval, the public's view of the Duggars as a united family has changed. Outside of Josh Duggar's immediate family, the effects of his legal difficulties have been extensive. Their 19 Kids and Counting on LC series attracted millions of viewers for years, and the Duggars were seen as the model of good family values. Nevertheless, reality TV's most renowned big family came to an end with the cancellation of Counting On after Josh's arrest, marking a turning point. The controversy has also sparked a larger discussion about responsibility, pardon, and the risks of unbridled authority among isolated groups. Some have criticized the family for their first efforts to minimize Josh's history of abuse, claiming that this kind of attitude allows abusive relationships to persist and even worsen. Meanwhile, those who stand by the show highlight the value of second chances and atonement, using the Duggars' strength to highlight the significance of religion. The future of the Duggar family is uncertain in light of this new turn in Josh's incarceration drama. The Duggars seem intent on getting their lives back together, however slowly. The siblings are pushing on, with book agreements, podcasts, and new companies, all in an effort to reimagine their public legacy. The Seagoville lockdown is a constant reminder that Josh's deeds will have far-reaching consequences. In spite of all that has happened, there are still parts of the family's tale that show how strong and hopeful people can be. The Duggars continue to captivate audiences with their story of religion, family, and stardom, whether they're fans or detractors.